What is happening? You all saw the title of the video. I am back. I am doing a review of Khazan, the First Berserker. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say, I am not a Souls-like guy. I have only played some of Sekiro and like 20 minutes of Lies of P. So I didn't play Bloodborne. I haven't played Dark Souls, any of them. So this is a review by someone who is very new to the Souls-like genre, like playing it. But with that being said, let's get into it. So this game is definitely a Souls-like. It is closest to Neo 2. I can say I enjoy it. I can say right off rip, I enjoy it. It is, I'm about 20 hours in, I'd say. About 20 hours in. I'm here for the long haul. I want to beat it. I am a DFO fan. I'm a Dungeon Fighter Universe fan. I played the game when it first came out, DFO when it first came out. I'm an OG in that. Haven't played it in a while, but I bought DNF Duel. So, you know, I'm here for it. I want to support the studio. But know this, my fellow DNF fans. If you are new to the Souls genre, or if you haven't really dabbled in it or haven't had much interest in it, prepare to get your ass handed to you. Like, just straight up prepare to get your ass whooped. So, you play as Khazan, a disgraced general for the Empire. Obviously, as things go, you're a traitor for some reason. Who knows? You'll find out when you play the game. But, you start off and you are in a carriage going to be sentenced, either executed, whatever, doesn't matter. You'll figure it out when you play the game. But as you are on your journey, you're found by the Blade Spirit. The Blade Spirit goes, I like this guy. I'm going to try to take his body. Doesn't go well. You wake up possessed, and all the while through the first opening of the game, the Blade Spirit's trying to take over your body. But you guys come to an agreement, and then thus starts the revenge plot of the First Berserker. Now, when you first start off the game, you have no moves. You're doing basic 3-4 hit combos. You have a stamina gauge that runs out, it feels like, immediately as you hit any jobber of an enemy. So it's rough going in the beginning. I know that's how Souls-likes are. I know that's how Souls games are. It's all hard until you get some sort of good weapon or you buff your stats. Personally, I never in this game feel like I'm overpowered. I don't feel like I'm able to do any damage to enemies. I don't know if it's not using all the mechanics. I don't know if it's just that this is how the game was meant to feel. I've seen other people play it. It feels similar when they play it. When I'm looking at it, when I'm also viewing it and watching it, still feels like there's not like a lot of damage going on. You're fighting some enemies for a bit. And like I was saying, when you start off, you have your basic 4-hit combo, you have your light attack, your heavy attack, your dodge, and you have a block, which is also a brink guard, they call it. If you guard just as the opponent is hitting you, you do a perfect guard, which chips away their stamina and does not chip away at yours too much. It still looks like there's some health lost on block instead of dodging, but it's nowhere near as much as if you just did a regular guard. You can also evade enemies, which I don't do often. I love parries. I'm going to just say it straight up. I'm not a huge dodge fan. I will dodge if the situation calls for it, but I love perfect guarding. Now, this isn't any type of scripted review. This is just me speaking off the cuff. This is just impressions I got during just the first initial playthrough of this game. 20 hours in, so I'm fairly deep in it. So my thoughts will be as such. This isn't like a scripted review. This isn't like a written out. I don't have bullet points in front of me. It's just me, you, and whatever this is on my screen right here. Anywho, as you go through the story, you get more skills. You acquire skill points as you use certain weapons. You have a dual blade, you have a great sword, and you have a spear. I'm a dual blades fan. I didn't even try the great sword or the spear. They look cool. I like the moves of both of all the weapons, but I just prefer the dual blades. It just feels right. But as you go, you get skill points and you get experience points. So skill points, you can get skills in any of the weapons you're using. So you can put skills in dual blades, great sword, spear, or you can put them in a common skill point tree or trees because there are multiple of them. And you'll be able to do things like an actual parry, or you'll take less block damage, or you'll do more stamina damage to to the enemies, which is pretty cool. Like, you don't just have to spec into one weapon. You can try out a weapon. If you don't like it, you can get all of the points back and then respec into a different tree in the same weapon or an entirely different weapon. Gives you the freedom just to try everything out. And they're pretty open-minded with, hey, your skill points, do whatever you want with them. Now, the experience points, however, those are locked in. You got to be very careful with what you did, and I'm pretty sure I messed up my build. Each of the weapons have a proficiency, what they scale off of. So they can scale off of willpower and proficiency, or strength and willpower, or I can't remember what spear scales off of. But each has what they scale on. Like dual blades is strength and willpower. Strength is useless in this game. Just saying. I would never put points into it unless I absolutely have to. But once you put those points in, they are locked in. This is your life now. So be careful when you do this. As you level, your equipment will also get stronger and stronger as you progress through the story. So what will happen is one set can be level 5, and then you run into the same set later on in the game, and it'll be, say, level 20, level 30, level 40. And it'll also have different rarities. So you have your commons, your rares, your epics, your uniques, I guess, is the higher tier of that. It goes like not colored at all to blue to purple to like pink, I believe. I don't know if there's anything higher as of yet. There could be. Who knows? I haven't finished the game yet. But each rarity and each level gives more defense, more attack. You have equipment perks. So if you have 2 pieces of the same gear, you unlock level 1, 3, level 2, so on and so forth until you get up to 6. And that is all the defensive gear and the weapon. So some have just 5, others have 6. Some, which is your accessories, would have 2 or 3. So you can have your ring, your necklace, and your weapon, and you have your regular just what it is, and then you have level 2 and level 3 gives you bonus perks there. Pretty cool. A lot of it is, RPG-ish, and a lot of it is nice. It's very nice. I enjoy getting perks and stats, anything to make me feel stronger in a game. I'm all for. The stages of this game are interesting, I'll say. It's a soulslike, so it has all sorts of shortcuts and hidden paths that you could go to either skip a boss or to get to some secret gear or fight a hidden, stronger elite enemy. Those enemies suck. I hate all of them. They're okay to fight later in the game, but God, when you have nothing, it's a struggle. You're like, oh man, if I get hit twice, I will die. But the stages overall are fun. They're not super, I'll say, interesting. Like you'll definitely get from point A to point B with a few branching paths there, but it's not like, ooh, this cool secret lore I'll get, or oh man, this nice, cool, super powerful gear. No, you're not going to get super powerful gear. You're going to get some okay, pretty good gear, but you're not going to be overpowered by any means in this game. And all the lore is usually basically in your face. Like you'll walk into a room, look left, look right. Ooh, there's a shiny object. It's some notes. Like you'll be like, okay, this wasn't gear. This is just notes. So all in all, yeah, the set pieces are nice. The look and visuals of the game are great per stage, per level, I should say, because they're not really stages. They're entire expansive levels with multiple save points, which you have to get to, or else you're going way back and have to run your ass there. Can you tell I don't play Souls-likes? Can you tell? But there is a singular level, one that I am in right now, that has a bunch of water, and you're like, okay, let me not fall into this water. Nah, these platforms will fall into the water with you. So that pissed me off, but I digress. Stages, set pieces, great. Layout are just fine. Just fine. Now, the bosses and elites, I suppose, count as mini bosses, are fun. Overall, I enjoy the combat of the game. Like, fighting things once you have points allocated in your experience and your weapons, fantastic. Let's go. I could do this all day. But each boss is interesting, and you really got to listen to what the boss is trying to tell you. Like, hey, it may be better to dodge some of these moves. Or, hey, perfect blocking will shatter some of these bosses. Like, perfect blocking, great. Brink guard, immaculate. Dopamine just hits. Like, the bosses in this game are honestly fun to fight, though. If you're not against Souls-like gameplay or Souls in general, I believe you can start to enjoy it. If like me, I'm a fighting game fan, so I enjoy trying to pick apart what can I parry. And I just want to parry everything. You give me a parry, I must parry. But so again, sometimes not the best idea, not the greatest thing to do. You will get hit with a status effect like fire or poison or plague. I hate plague. But sometimes it's easier just to dodge. Remember that. Sometimes just move out the way. But yeah, boss is fun. Boss is great. Bosses are solid. Story. Pivoting story. It's a story. It's obvious. You know what's gonna happen in the story, all right? We talked about the intro, but the story beats are the story beats. It's nothing new, nothing innovative, nothing groundbreaking. Serviceable story so far. Good so far. 7 out of 10 story right there. Just good. It's fine. It's here. I'm enjoying the gameplay. I'm enjoying the overall visual giraffics of the game. And the story is a good vehicle for that. Now, as for things I did not like about the game, again, it's a Souls-like, so it's already a negative point to me. I'm sorry if you like Souls-likes. I enjoy watching Souls-likes. I don't enjoy playing Souls-likes. So having to run minutes at a time to get back to a area I was in, I hate. Personal opinion, hate it. If you are fine with that, kudos to you, honestly. Also, there are times where I feel that I'll hit a parry, but didn't happen. Or not a parry. Parries are a completely different thing. There's a parry and a brink guard. Usually I'm brink guarding. Parrying, you know if you get it or not, and you feel great when you get it. But there are times that I feel like I obviously guarded that, and it doesn't guard. Or there are times when I use a heal, and I'm telling you, I hit that button 4 times and nothing happened and I die. Or conversely, I'm in the midst of healing and either a status kills me or it takes so long for this man to pop the heal, I will get hit again. And I'm like, dude, I had like 15 seconds, it felt like, before you hitting me last, me healing, and you hitting me again, and I did not heal. I saw the animation going off. Small things like that piss me off. But other than that, there aren't no huge graphical issues that I've had. I know some people have had it. They released a patch when the game released on Thursday, I believe. They released a patch fixing bugs as well as nerfing 2 bosses. One of the bosses I beat pre-patch, the other boss I beat post-patch, but holy shit, if I did not fight that other boss pre-patch, I probably would have died. like literally in the real world, because that boss was frustrating. But overall, there were small things I didn't like about the game. So far, it's great. Again, I'm definitely going to finish the game. I'm not a huge Souls fan, but give me a good setting and the world I like, then cool. Not a huge fan of like ye old medieval times, but that's for a video for another day. I'm going to try to make more videos. And I will be on my soapbox about the lack of individuality and uniqueness in world building in fantasy games. That is my TED Talk. Thank you. But yeah, overall, if you're a fan of DFO or a fan of Souls games or both, or if you're interested in them, definitely check this game out. Khazan, definitely a fun game. Does take some getting used to. There are a lot of mechanics I didn't even talk about because I'm trying to make this short and to the point. And there are also a lot of world building and story beats that I want you to discover for yourself and enjoy. Music, okay, music's fine. Not a huge, super into video game music, but again, some beats when they beat, they go hard. But yeah, that's it. I'm back. I'm awkward. I'm here. I'm vibing. I got locks, as you can see. If you go back and look at my previous video, there was nothing like this here. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about Khazan? Have you played it? Are you gonna play it? Are you a fan of DFO or the DF universe now? Since it's multimedia at this point, it has multiple games. I feel like there's a comic or two rolling around. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you like the video. Subscribe if you wanna. I'm doing this for fun. I'm gonna be changing some stuff up, and I'm gonna try to make weekly videos. Don't hold me to that. I will try. This is Matt, and I will see you next time. Peace.